The water situation, the fact that they have a water problem isn't surprising at all.
The Middle East is getting hotter. The climate's changing and it's raining less and less.
People can live without a lot of things. No one can live without water.
Ever since Jesus Christ declared that only God holds the secret to the timing of the second coming, there's been a long line of preachers and self-proclaimed prophets trying to pinpoint the exact moment, only to witness the sun rising on new generations time and again. Even those who criticize these date-setters can't help but caution, God's final judgment is imminent, perhaps within our lifetime, so be prepared. Recently, a fresh reason has stirred the imaginations of prophecy enthusiasts, sparking intense debates on prophecy forums, in Bible study circles, and within the walls of churches. But what's causing this sudden surge in concern? What's the story behind it all? Well, buckle up, because we're about to delve into the terrifying narrative of the Euphrates River. Stick around until the end, because you won't want to miss a moment of this. Number 1. The Euphrates River. The Euphrates River has been a lifeline for numerous civilizations that flourished along its banks, especially in ancient times. Among these, the Mesopotamian Empire stands out as one of the most remarkable. Stretching across the region between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, commonly known as the Fertile Crescent, ancient Mesopotamia played a pivotal role in shaping early human history. This historically rich area is now situated in Iraq, where the Euphrates River, with its impressive length of 1,140 miles, winds its way through diverse landscapes. Originating in eastern Turkey, the river meanders southward, eventually reaching the Persian Gulf after passing through Turkey, Syria, and Iraq. Along its course, the Euphrates traverses various vegetation zones, providing a dynamic fabric of natural beauty. Despite the extensive human presence over millennia altering much of the Euphrates basin, fragments of ancient plant life still endure. The river primarily relies on rainfall and melting snow for its water supply, resulting in peak flows during April and May. This vital water source has witnessed the rise and fall of significant civilizations, with Babylon standing as a testament to human ingenuity in water management. Speaking of Babylon, a city that has likely crossed your ears, it once served as the illustrious capital of the mighty Babylonian Empire. Founded over 4,000 years ago as a modest harbor on the Euphrates River, the ruins of Babylon can be explored in present-day Iraq. Under the rule of Hammurabi, Babylon sprouted into one of the ancient world's most influential and powerful cities, leaving an indelible mark on the pages of history. Number 2. Post-Ottoman Era. In the aftermath of World War I, significant changes unfolded in Southwest Asia, specifically through the redrawing of borders outlined in the 1923 Treaty of Lausanne. This pivotal moment marked the partitioning of the Ottoman Empire, setting the stage for a redefined geopolitical landscape. The treaty mandated that the three governments situated along the Euphrates, Turkey, France, which was holding the Syrian Mandate, and the United Kingdom with the Iraq Mandate, engage in negotiations. Their task was to collaboratively determine the use of Euphrates water and the construction of hydraulic structures. This diplomatic effort aimed at fostering mutual agreements in the post-Ottoman era. By 1946, a bilateral understanding between Turkey and Iraq stipulated that Turkey must inform Iraq of any alterations made to the Tigris-Euphrates river system. Moreover, the agreement granted Iraq permission to construct dams within Turkish territory to regulate the Euphrates flow. In the 1970s, Turkey initiated the ambitious Southeastern Anatolia Project, GAP. This comprehensive plan sought to harness the Tigris and Euphrates waters for irrigation, hydroelectricity, and economic revitalization in southeastern regions. Within a year of each other, Turkey and Syria completed their inaugural dams on the Euphrates, the Kaban Dam and the Tabqa Dam, beginning reservoir filling in 1975. Concurrently, the area faced a severe drought, causing a substantial decline in the river flow toward Iraq from 1973 to 1975. This crisis escalated, with Iraq even threatening to bomb the Tabqa Dam. International intervention from Saudi Arabia and the Soviet Union ultimately led to negotiations between Syria and Iraq, averting a potential conflict. The consequences of dam development and irrigation initiatives on the Euphrates have been profound, impacting the ecology and society of each riparian country. As part of GAP, dams in both the Euphrates and Tigris basins have resulted in the relocation of approximately 200,000 people from 382 villages, marking a significant transformation in the region's social and environmental dynamics. Number 3. Dryness of Euphrates River. Recently, the water levels in the Euphrates River have reached alarmingly low points. The amount of water flowing from Turkey into Syrian territory is now less than 200 cubic meters per second, which is less than half of what both nations agreed upon back in 1987. Recent pictures taken along the riverbanks reveal a significant portion of the Euphrates has dried up. Places that were once crucial for the region's survival have turned into dry, desert lands. At the Rojava Dam, Syria's second-largest dam on the Euphrates, images show a substantial decrease in the river's water. Turkey, for some time, has been using the Euphrates as a tool against Syria, effectively cutting off the water flow into Iraq and Syria. According to the 1987 agreement between Damascus and Ankara, Turkey was supposed to provide Syria with 500 cubic meters of water per second. However, they are currently delivering only around 200 cubic meters per second, not adhering to the agreement. The repercussions of this dwindling water supply are evident on the land. Water levels in Syria's dam lakes have drastically fallen, impacting electricity generation and supply in the region. Additionally, the amount of agricultural land along the Euphrates banks is decreasing. Most critically, the accessibility to safe drinking water has become a growing problem, resulting in serious health issues. The Autonomous Administration of North and East Syria has issued a warning, stating that Turkey's actions, aimed at reducing the Euphrates River's levels, could lead to humanitarian crises in the region. This poses a threat to the 9 million Syrians residing along the river, further emphasizing the gravity of the situation. The Dams Administration of North and East Syria is urgently calling on the international community and human rights organizations to intervene and halt Turkey's provocative actions. However, the alarming issue at hand is the rapid drying of the old river, raising widespread concerns among scientists who study the Earth's structure. They are both puzzled and anxious about the factors contributing to this distressing crisis. Adding to the worrisome picture, the United Nations has issued a warning about the likelihood of increasingly severe heat waves in the Mediterranean. Syria, according to the Global Climate Danger Index, stands out as one of the nations most at risk, and Lake Assad is feeling the impact of this concerning trend. Number 4. Some reasons for Euphrates River's dryness. Given the limited plausible explanations for the river's unexpected drying, some people are speculating a connection to the biblical book of Revelation. This idea has gained traction because, considering the circumstances, people find it plausible that the river's current state aligns with the prophecies mentioned in the book of Revelation. Interestingly, a significant number of individuals are not entirely surprised by these developments. Many view it as an inevitable occurrence foretold in the Bible, making the situation less shocking to them. What instills fear in people's hearts is the realization that the biblical prophecy of the end of the world seems to be unfolding right before their eyes. Numerous individuals firmly believe that crucial passages in the apocalyptic book of Revelation provide evidence of Iraq's significance in end-of-the-world scenarios. Notably, the Euphrates River is explicitly mentioned in chapter 16 of the book of Revelation, adding a layer of gravity to the unfolding situation. In a nutshell, a big event unfolds in the Bible. The sixth angel pours out a bowl on the Euphrates River, making its water dry up. This isn't about polluting or destroying the river. It's more like breaking down a defensive barrier to make way for kings coming from the east. the importance of the Euphrates River cannot be overemphasized. In the Bible, it was mentioned the Great River 5 times. Way back, it marked the eastern edge of Israel's land. This river stretches over 2,000 miles toward Palestine and then curves southeast toward the Persian Gulf. Back when the book of Revelation was written, around the 1st century, people saw the Euphrates River as a line between east and west. Imagine, beyond it to the east, were the kingdoms of China and India. Way back, Cyrus of Persia pulled a clever move. He diverted the Euphrates to conquer Babylon, marching right into the city when the riverbed was dry. Now, here's where it gets interesting: the Great Tribulation. The Bible talks about an invader from the east crossing the Euphrates, going through Babylon, and ending up in Palestine. This mix of history and prophecy adds a neat layer to the book of Revelation, making things more meaningful. In Revelation 9:14, there's this fascinating scene where the 6th angel with the trumpet gets a command: release the 4 angels who are bound at the great river Euphrates. Now, why is this important? John hears a strong voice from a golden altar's 4 horns, kind of like what's in Exodus 27:2. This voice tells the 6th angel to free 4 angels stuck at the Euphrates River, an old border between Assyria and Israel. The big idea in Revelation is that God's totally in charge of these events, making things happen or giving the green light. Even in the end times, there's a plan. Evil can't just go wild. When it says the angels are bound, it means they're not your regular beings. They're described as demons, fallen angels kept in chains of gloomy darkness. Adding a layer of historical and symbolic depth, the Euphrates Valley, where these 4 angels are confined, has a notorious association with human sin. It's a place linked to significant events, including what's believed to be the location of the first murder near the Garden of Eden. In recent times, reports have circulated about peculiar voices echoing from the depths of the drying river Euphrates. Some interpret this as an attempt to validate the prophetic passage we're exploring. This further solidifies the belief among many that the ongoing events signify a herald of Christ's second coming, where he triumphs over his adversaries and establishes his heavenly kingdom. Number 5. Prophecies of self-proclaimed prophets. Take, for instance, Joseph Kabuleta, a pastor at the Watchman Ministries, who stirred discussions at the 2022 Watchers Conference. On September 17th, he began the conference with a riveting statement: "Today we are here to tell you things that are going to shock you." In his presentation, Kabuleta delved into decoding Bible prophecy, presenting compelling evidence of various end-time prophecies coming to fruition in our present day. This convergence of biblical narrative and contemporary events adds an intriguing dimension to our understanding of the unfolding drama in the book of Revelation. The revival of the Dead Sea is a recent fulfillment of prophecies about the end times, and it's truly remarkable. The Dead Sea is famously known as the saltiest sea globally, making it inhospitable to marine life, and rendering its surroundings devoid of plant and animal survival. However, in Ezekiel 47, God conveyed a warning to the prophet Ezekiel that the Dead Sea's water would transform. Conflict prophesied in Revelation 9 and Ezekiel 38, set to unfold in the end days near the Euphrates River. According to these biblical accounts, a war of epic proportions will engulf countries along the Euphrates, spanning Turkey, Syria, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, and Iran. Additionally, nations known as Gog and Magog, comprising the former Soviet Union, Russia, and China, will unite, forming a colossal military force of 200 million soldiers to wage war against Israel. Kabuleta postulates that if Israel faces an invasion by such an immense army, their only recourse might be to employ nuclear weapons, or face the risk of annihilation. Intriguingly, Revelation 16:12 suggests that the Euphrates River will dry up, paving the way for soldiers to freely march in this apocalyptic battle. This very prophecy has also seen fulfillment this year, with reports of the river drying up. Experts express concerns, predicting that without intervention, The river might vanish entirely by 2040 due to ongoing environmental changes. The aftermath of this devastating war, Kabuleta predicts, will prompt a global pursuit of a temporary peace agreement among the conflicting nations. This aligns with the concept of a 7-year peace treaty mentioned in Daniel 9:27. The intricate connections between these biblical prophecies and real-world events create a captivating narrative that invites contemplation and reflection on the potential unfolding of significant future events. As per the teachings of the Bible, the end of 7 years is believed to mark the conclusion of human governance, ushering in the return of Jesus. This concept has sparked considerable discussion, with many expressing surprise at witnessing events aligning with the prophecies in the book of Revelation, making it feel more tangible than ever before. The mystery surrounding the drying of the Euphrates River has prompted various theories. While biblical prophecy stands out as the most intriguing explanation, some suggest connections to contemporary issues like political aspirations and climate change. What do you think is unfolding? Is the diminishing river a consequence of climate change, or could it be a manifestation of the prophetic visions outlined in ancient scriptures? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.